Hello, Cryptonauts. Welcome back to another episode. I am very happy to bring Khalid with us on the podcast. He's a returning guest on the podcast, which is awesome. He's going to give us a fresh update on what's going on with the Ravencoin NFT auction. We also have Mike, CDTrader, M, should I say Agent M, Jake Jabarelli, and Whiskers on standby with hopefully a group of questions to ask Khalid in regards to Braveland, the Ravencoin auction, or his wallet. Stibits, correct?
That's correct. Yes.
Awesome, got it
Stibits.
right for the first time. Awesome. So let's go ahead and switch this over here. Now that everyone can see, we are going live. All right, Khalid. So first and foremost, how you been doing?
I've been fantastic.
I'm
Thank you
sure
for
you're a
having
busy
me
man.
on again. Trying to keep up.
That's awesome. Great. Well, welcome back. So we're going to go ahead and get started with talking about Braveland. That's the first and foremost topic. What has, first of all, what is your affiliation with Braveland?
That's a very good question. So let's kind of touch base and go maybe a few months back to kind of see how this whole story unfolded because the brainchild behind Braveland is Blockchain Tiger. Most of you have heard of him, Joshua. He started Braveland when he saw that before COVID started, there was a company, a real estate called EXP, I believe it's called. They were using Braveland or they were using Verbella, which makes Braveland, which makes virtual worlds. So actually, let me kind of step even a little bit further back. So the company Verbella, they make a virtual world, and what you can do as a user, contact them and say, hey, I'd like to make my own virtual world for this genre or this reality or this kind of imagination you may have. So one company that was using it was called EXP. It's a real estate company. They have about, from what I know, 50,000 agents working in the virtual space since 2008. So Blockchain Tiger, based on his story to me and me reading up more about it, he noticed that this trend was growing, and if 50,000 agents can use a platform like Verbella to communicate, to come together, he saw an opening, an opportunity for Ravencoin. And the word in, I believe in Chinese, crisis also means opportunity, right? So when there was a crisis, which is COVID, he saw opportunity, which is Braveland, which is Verbella, which kind of his idea kind of came about from that. So he reached out to Verbella and said, I have this vision of bringing the Ravencoin community together because the meetups have kind of stalled, right? I'm sure you guys know about the Ravencoin meetups. It was canceled a few times. So, and then Blockchain Tiger donated Braveland to Ravencoin Campus, the foundation. That's how it all kind of started. And the reason why he chose Brave Land, according to his article I read, was brave. He feels that it takes a lot of courage to do something like this, brave heart. So that's why he used the name Brave Land after launching it. But after he launched it, he renamed it to Ravencoin Campus. That's why you'll see two names being used interchangeably, Braveland or Ravencoin Campus, is because Blockchain Tiger started it as Brave Land, and then he donated to Ravencoin Campus. Ravencoin, people started calling Ravencoin Campus to kind of give it more affiliation with what's it being used for. And that's how it kind of got its name.
Awesome.
And it's run by volunteers. It's people are opening up stalls, booths, and that's where we are at the moment.
Awesome. So for the listeners and viewers out there, I've actually had the opportunity to interview Blockchain Tiger a few weeks ago, and that man is an interesting man. He's very, very humble and very, very dedicated to the Ravencoin blockchain community. He is 100% in with Ravencoin. If you ever get a chance and you're in Braveland, which I highly recommend you download and check out, hang out. You'll probably find Blockchain Tiger walking around. If you have an opportunity to talk to that guy, man, if you want to understand why he does what he does. It's amazing. It's just his story is amazing. So, with that said, we're going to go ahead and continue on with Khalid and talk about actually, any of you guys, Mike, CDM, Jake, Whiskers, any of you guys have any questions in regards to Braveland?
Can anybody just open up a booth if they want to?
Oh, yes, of course. That's a very good question. So to kind of just kind of touch base on John's point there on Blockchain Tiger. Yes, he's very, very passionate about Ravencoin. I had the honor to meet him in person. We went to lunch. We had, we hung out. We went to walking. I mean, we talked a lot. Amazing, amazing personality, amazing figure. I think he'll be remembered for all the things he's been doing for Ravencoin, for the community. Donating a campus like this is not very easy. To having the vision to see that eventually 50,000 people will start using this. That's how I think he's looking at it, because EXP has 50,000 agents using it. So he sees the Ravencoin community growing exponentially. And so far, it's been happening. Every time I log into Braveland, I see somebody else on there that I've never seen before. Everything is kind of moving in that direction. So it's a great place to meet, coordinate, collaborate. And now to your question about the Expo Hall. That's a really good question. As you guys know, the Expo Hall is almost like CES. When I first saw the Expo Hall, it reminded me of CES because I've been there a couple of times already. I had a booth set up there. So with Expo Hall, people that want to collaborate or contribute to Ravencoin projects, such as there's many different projects out there. You go and get a booth. You just email one of the volunteers, one of the admins, say, hey, I want this specific booth. Here's my project idea. And they're very, very welcoming for people to set up their booths. I have my booth there, which is called the Stibits booth. I've seen Mango Acid's booth there. I've seen Rvn Nft booth there. I mean, there's many, many booths there. Each time I go, there's a new booth set up. So yes, you have the option. Just email one of the admins or let me know, and I could help on your behalf. Reach out to them to get your booth set up.
All right.
Cool.
Anyone else have a question? All right. So let's talk about your wallet. There was, I forgot who it was, but somebody was recently using your wallet, and they didn't really have a good experience because their coins were stuck in a transaction. Is there any way to get that resolved? Is there any contact? Is anyone able to contact you in regards to the wallet, or anybody from the team that creates the wallet? I'm speaking on behalf of the user that just had a bad experience with the wallet itself. And I believe he did actually reach out to you. But just for everyone else that's listening and watching, is there anything that they can do to resolve that?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, we have a live chat within the wallet. They can reach out to us. We also have a phone number to reach out to us. Who's this user that had this issue? Because we haven't heard from this specific person. And do you know what the issue is?
I don't recall at the moment. This was, I think, a week or two ago when I spoke to the person. It was actually the same day when you were on the podcast. Later on that afternoon, I was talking about you and the wallet, and coincidentally, somebody chimed in saying, "Hey, they were trying to transfer. The father was trying to transfer, I think, like 100 Ravencoin to his daughter's wallet, and which is awesome."
Oh, Michael, right? Yeah, I've been speaking with him. Yeah. So I think what happened with his was he was trying to transfer from the Ravencoin wallet to the Stibits wallet, and he was using an iPod Touch and an iPad.
Yes.
I've been in communication with him. I got to follow up with him because I didn't hear from his last message. I was thinking he got it resolved, but I'll reach out to him to see if he got anything else from me, because I know he was using an iPod Touch. From the last thing I heard from him.
Yeah.
And I have a message with him. Yeah, I'll definitely reach out to him because I didn't hear back from him from his last message. But we do have live chat built into the wallet. We also have a phone number where people can reach out to us. Remember, keep in mind that for the wallet, once you, it requires some confirmation. So there's a sync button in case you don't see the transfer occur yet. You press your profile picture and then you press blockchain sync. Typically 15, 20 minutes or up to an hour. It can take sometimes a little bit longer to sync the blockchain to see your funds on there.
Now, in regards to the wallet, is it one of those wallets that is a custodial or non-custodial wallets?
Non-custodial. Yeah. So as long as you write 12 words down, you can use it elsewhere. You can transfer. Like for example, for me, I have since we don't have a desktop version, we only have an iPhone version as of now. I have my 12 words both on my phone and my desktop too, so I can see my funds in two different places.
Okay, I got a question. In regards to you being a wallet creator or being part of the company, because it's a company, it's a legitimate company, correct?
Yes, it is.
Okay, so with that said, that means you actually had to get licensed, you got to get permitted, you had to get basically certified to be a business. So how much responsibility are you taking with this wallet and the customers that are using your wallet? Like, is there insurance? Is there insurance available?
Well, as you know, with non-custodial wallets, the user also has a great responsibility. We also try to add additional features to help them. Your keys, right? So it's their keys. So they have to remain vigilant about that, not to lose it.
Mm-hmm.
Some users in the beginning, we noticed they would never write down their 12 words, even though we have many pop-ups in the app letting them know to write it down. So what we did was we added a iCloud backup keychain in case they forgot to write their 12 words, in case they lost their phone. So in case they do lose it, they can back up their keys from the iCloud. So the user also has a responsibility, like any non-custodial wallet, to back up their keys, to write it down. But in the instant they do not wish to write it down, we have the optional feature, which they can back it up to iCloud. So non-custodial wallets, it gives you that flexibility, which is actually a greater responsibility than custodial wallets. So we just encourage our users to back up their keys in case they lose their phone.
Now you are saying iCloud for a reason, right?
iCloud, yeah, iCloud. So you can write down your 12 words on a piece of paper, take a screenshot, which we don't recommend because screenshots can be uploaded to the cloud and then somebody can see your 12 words. Mm-hmm. But if they wish not to write down the 12 words, they can back it up to iCloud, just like a password.
Yes.
But it just saves the 12 words on your iCloud. And from a lot of people that I speak with, they trust Apple's iCloud security. So we give them that option to do that.
So right now,
what percentage of?
Go ahead. Sorry, Mike.
Yeah, what percentage of users would you say take advantage of the iCloud?
I would say about 25%, 20%. Most people, when they use non-custodial wallets, they don't wish to have it backed up anywhere. They wish to write it down themselves. But newbies, new users, even actually advanced users are starting to do that as well. Just save it to iCloud. Again, it's a new feature, so it's something that we recently added.
Okay. And are there any plans on doing something similar with Android?
Yeah, we're going to be having an Android version of the wallet as well pretty soon.
But as far as the cloud backup is?
Android, I have to talk to my team members about that to see how secure Android backup is. Because I know iCloud is, from last time we had a discussion about that, the iCloud was more secure than what we saw with the Android version. But right now I have to check with my team regarding the Android backup.
Okay.
Sorry about that.
All right, Whiskers, you had a question.
Yeah, actually, Mike kind of asked it. I saw a video a couple of weeks ago about, I think, a guy in Texas that was selling donuts. You can pay for with Raven through the app, and so I thought, great, I want to get some donuts. Then I found out it was for iPhone only. So, within the year for Android.
Yeah. Hopefully, we want to get an Android out by end of the year. So yeah, that video I posted is a Clover POS. A Clover POS is probably the most popular POS in the United States right now. I'm sure you guys seen it at your local restaurant, your local retail stores. You started with restaurants, now some retail establishments have it too. So it has an app market just like the iPhone. So you press app market or more tools, and then you download the app on there. And by the way, the Clover is Android based. So we have the integration within there. We have the integration. Give me 1 second while I mute this one here. We have the integration within the Clover. So the way it works is you can make a request from the Clover device to the Stibits app saying, here's my invoice I purchased. Here's the items you purchased, and here's how much it costs in Ravencoin. And then you can request a funds for that in Ravencoin. And it converts that to dollars, local currency for you.
Now, on that app, are you able to issue gift cards, Ravencoin assets?
No, it just money. It just Ravencoin. No gift cards.
Are there any plans for that in the future?
Yeah, we've been actually talking about that, but as of right now, we just funds. A Ravencoin gift card is something we're looking into to make that possibility as well, because it'd be a great way of doing it, especially on the POS, because gift cards and POS, they're like, very, very popular.
It would be nice to gift people donuts in the future. Just give them some donut gift cards that they can redeem.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. I was speaking with H-Town Donuts. He and him were talking about some of those things, possibilities. So that way they can assign whatever amount to the gift cards and all that. So yeah, that's something we're looking at as well. But we don't have no timeline for that. Yeah. Have you guys? Do you guys have iPhones here in the audience, or do you guys?
Android.
Android. Okay.
Android.
Okay.
Nope. Android.
Yeah, Android. Especially in South Korea, Android is very popular there as well. So we'll get to Android very soon.
All right, Khalid. My next question is, what is being worked on for the future of the wallet itself? What's the newest features that's going to be being rolled out? Are you able to talk about that or not yet?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, the latest feature that we're working on is adding the ability to buy Ravencoin. I did a purchase over the weekend. I bought Ravencoin using Apple Pay. So we're going to have the option for users to buy Ravencoin, Bitcoin as well, using credit card, debit card, Apple Pay, and then soon bank account.
How would you guys pair the value of Ravencoin to USD at any given time? And what would the commission be on that, or the fee?
We use a company called Simplex. We integrate with them. And when you say commission, you mean how much is the fee? We don't charge any fees. As you know, there's credit card fees, which the user, as of right now, we're not charging any fees. We don't plan to for the foreseeable future. But as in my first podcast, I was talking to John, explaining how credit card transactions work. They call interchange, where if you have a Visa credit card or MasterCard or travel card, credit card companies charge 2, 3, 4%, which is noticeable when you buy anything with Stripe. They charge 2.75% or 3.5%, depending on the type of transaction. So these fees are what the user pays, but it's not coming from us, though. It's just how credit card processing works.
Cool.
All right. Any other questions in regards to the wallet?
Yeah.
Is it open source?
No, it's not open source, no.
But you are able to take 12 words into any other Raven wallet, should you want, right?
Yeah. Cool. Yeah, you can take it to any other wallet. Yeah. So if you have the desktop wallet by Ravencoin, you can use it simultaneously on both sides. But as you know, the desktop version, you have to takes about 24 hours to sync. Once it syncs, then you'll have your funds there, and you'll have your funds on your phone as well.
Cool.
So here's how the Stibits app works. Those of you that have not used it yet, it basically you can send funds to users using their name, email, and phone number. So it replaces the public key, so you don't have to ask for that. I just send it to you. like John had emailed me asking me for my Ravencoin address, so he can send me some tokens. With Stibits, I wouldn't be asking him that question. I would just look up his name or his username that he gives me, and I can just send him funds or assets. That's just the idea. Most people that try the app the first time, the way they tell me is the way they look at it, go, oh, this looks like Venmo of blockchain. So that's what comes to their minds when they first start using it. So we try to make the user experience much easier.
Cool. And do you guys have anything in the works about being able to send to Raven asset names?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, it has an asset feature built into it. You can create assets, you can create sub assets, you can create unique assets. Yeah, if you guys ever get a chance, I'm going to be holding weekly NFT workshops every Monday at 4 p.m. Pacific time. That's the schedule for now. Well, what I do usually in the workshops, we usually pass around assets to each other using the Stibits app. Or if people don't have it, we'll just send it to their address so they can see how it kind of goes in a circle. Yeah, so we have asset feature built into it.
That's pretty cool. Em, I think you had a question?
Yeah, when you have it set up for purchasing Raven, I think you said via credit card, is that going to require KYC or account setup or anything like that?
Yeah, of course. Yeah. So we partner with Flex. Simplex does the KYC. I asked them how long does your KYC take? They say it takes about 20 minutes. So once they do the KYC, about 20 minutes later you can purchase a Ravencoin, Bitcoin. But if somehow the machine, the algorithm cannot read your information, then it goes through a manual process which takes up to 24 hours. But in most cases, they say 90. I think it's a high percentage. They can get it ready in 20 minutes, or approve you in 20 minutes.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah.
All right. Actually, I just remembered I can actually log in here, right? And type that here. Stibits wallet. So there it is.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, so as you can see, there's thanks for pointing that up. Those of you that are listening on the podcast, what John just pulled up is the website name. So it kind of shows you what the UI looks like, the user interface. So instead of having, you can send funds directly to the person. Just type their name, email, or phone number, and you can write a little message to them. You can say, thank you for dinner and thank you for lunch. Here's some Bitcoin, here's some Ravencoin. You can send it in Raven, or you can send it in your local currency, which will convert it to Ravencoin. So it gives you that option, and then it stores all your funds. And it's non-custodial, so you can, use different wallets, transfer it out in. So yeah.
So in regards to the wallet, is it a full mirror? Is it a full download of the Q2 wallet, or is it just a mirror, a light wallet?
Yeah, that one is more technical. I would have my co-founder speak to you more about that. Maybe he can come on the podcast. He knows more about the back end, everything that was designed.
Well, how long does it take to download the wallet?
If you download the wallet, you can get your username profile within maybe 30 seconds.
Okay,
45
so
seconds.
it's probably just the mirror then.
Yeah, and then to sync with the blockchain, 15 minutes to about 2 hours.
Oh wow, okay.
And then you can have. Yeah, the sync feature is, but that's something that we want to eventually solve. No syncing at all, because that's a pain point. Like how Michael experienced, he probably didn't sync it. So once the syncing is something that we want to move away from, have it become instant. So what we are experiencing here with blockchain technology is like the early 90s of the internet. From here, just things will get better, faster, easier. And that's our goal is. That's why one of our mission statements is to make blockchain transfers easier, simpler, more accessible. And that's what our goal is. So every few months, every 2 weeks, we're trying to move towards that goal. It's very challenging, but it's very rewarding to do these things. That's why you don't see many wallets out there, non-custodial, to do it the way we've been doing it with identity, a human identifier. So we're trying something new that hasn't really been done yet.
Awesome. I see you're out of California.
Yeah, we're in California. Yep.
Awesome. Yeah, I'm out of California as well. Maybe we should get together one of these days once we have maybe like a C3 Media convention in the works, right? Let's get that going. Well, there you go.
Yeah, exactly.
For the viewers that are watching the live stream right now, if you have a question for Khalid in regards to the wallet or in regards to Braveland or in regards to NFTs, go ahead and leave the question and I'll go ahead and relay that over to him. For those of you that are listening, this is going to be posted after the fact. You can always touch base with Khalid. How can people get in touch with you if they have questions?
You can reach out to me on Twitter. You can reach out to us using the wallet itself. Just press settings, help. We have a live chat bot, which you can you're speaking with the chat representative. You can ask for me. They can forward you my information. You can also go on the contact page, which you see here, a phone number. You can call us. There's an email there as well. Or you can also find my email, which I can send to you, and you can post it somewhere if you wish. So there's many ways to get a hold of me. I'm pretty accessible. I try to respond to people. I love helping people. Trying to, if there's any issues they have or questions, I like to reach out or get back to them. So lately, I've been getting a lot of messages on Twitter, and I try to respond to most of them. Because when the NFT auction started, we had a lot of good feedback from people wanting to auction their designs, their artwork, their creation on the weekly auctions. And as you know, I always listen to feedback. We had our NFT auction last week on a Thursday, based on some feedback from some users. But now, after we did the Thursday, we realized Thursday wasn't ideal, so we switched it back to Fridays at 5 p.m. Pacific time. So those listeners that are listening right now, we will have our live auctions every Friday at 5 p.m. Pacific time, unless otherwise noted that it's been changed. But right now, that's the schedule. We have it already booked on the campus for the next, foreseeable future, 5 p.m. every Friday. And then we have our licensed auctioneer, Troy, who will be attending as well to auction these NFTs off.
Troy is like the hero of the NFT auction, man. He is awesome. Everybody loves Troy, man. Nothing but pity. So, Khalid, in regards to the NFT auction, obviously you've had you've experimented with it, and I think you found your solution for Fridays. And I think a lot of people are going to be very happy about that from here for the foreseeable future with Fridays. It worked out, and as a matter of fact, this is so new for the listeners and viewers out there. This is so new that we're not even a full month in doing this NFT auction. The first auction that has occurred in Braveland was on the second of February of April, this month, right?
Yeah, I believe it was 3 weeks ago. Yeah,
Yep.
Let me double check the calendar, but yeah, you're right. That sounds about right.
Yeah, so that was amazing. It was crazy amazing just to see so many people out there just show so much support. Now, in regards to, and I want to continue on talk about the NFT auction, but there's a lot of people that are messaging me and just talking about it in general, is that there's not enough marketing in regards to the auction itself. I understand it's new, but what's your response to that in regards to media? Like, people want to know what time, what day, and I know there was some confusion from last week because you had it on Thursday, and so, but now it's going to be on Friday, so there should be no more confusions from here on forward. But what do you tell people that just still don't know about it? How are you planning on spreading the word of the Ravencoin NFT auction? Because the people that want to sell their piece of NFT, even if they have physicals with it, I'm sure they want more people in attendance because that's just going to bring more value, more liquidity to the auction itself, right? So what are you doing, or what is the team doing? Because you actually have a good team with the auction. What is the team doing to spread this auction?
That's a very good question. So some of the things we're doing is, like, as you can see here, we're on your podcast, right? Trying to spread the word for people to come to this auction to know more about what we're trying to offer them, offer the artists, and also social media outreach. We also encourage users to, share, retweet, share with their fans, with their followers that they're on the auction. Again, it's something new. It kind of took everybody by surprise because it wasn't really planned out to work this way. Originally, the idea with Ravencoin Campus was to have art all over the walls where people will show up, click on it, place their bid, and it has a timer for 7 days or 5 days, and then people would bid on it. But the idea of a live auction happened during a moment where people crowded around a Mona Lisa art that we created. And what I noticed from that was people were not leaving. They were just standing there. And I'm sure you were there as well. And that's how this auction kind of started. So now that we're kind of having a rhythm going, I believe over time, there'll be more and more users coming to this auction. It's just a matter of time where somebody, with a lot of followers, just recognizes it or retweets it. We've been mentioned in cryptoarticles.com. We've been retweeted by many people. So the word is getting out. It's just not as fast or as big as I wish it would be, but word is spreading though. It just that if we all do our part, tell our friends, tell people we know. I think each attendance will get more and more valuable. So what I've been working on right now is trying to collaborate with some artists that have a marketplace or selling their NFTs on OpenSea or other platforms. So that way I can also tell them about minting it on Ravencoin. And I've been able to collaborate with a few artists, which is coming on board for the next few weeks auction to offer their NFTs on Ravencoin in the live auction. So I think these artists that have a lot of followers will be able to kind of demonstrate that the live auction concept is a brilliant idea, and then we'll see other people trying to bring their NFTs on board.
700, where you got 7, 600 now 7. Come on, 7. Deep, tight, fast.
1,500.
Now 9. 800 now 9. 800 a bit of mine to give 9. 9 a bit of mine to give 9. 800 give 900 where? 900
Sorry about that.
What I'm asking.
Not sure why it started. Okay. All right. I was just showing some video there. So that is the first Raven auction. It was, as you can tell, there's so many people in there. It was packed. It was amazing. Now
That's what I was kind of wondering. There's like 100 people there. If there's 1,000 people there, what's the plan for capacity expansion?
Yeah. Verbella is very accommodating. They're willing to work with us. I asked them what's the capacity in there. They told me that one time they had like people like shoulder to shoulder, and people were still able to fit. They couldn't give me the exact number how many people was in there, but we still have some ways to go. We could probably what we have right now, we probably can like maybe 4x that or 5x that. But eventually it'll come to a point if we do get pretty big. I'll ask Verbella if they can make us a custom room or a custom place world for more people to attend. But the biggest hall we found was the concert hall as of right now. So if we do get there, I'm pretty sure that Verbella is willing to accommodate us to make a bigger venue for us.
Seems like having a silent auction might also be a good idea. I mean, you could of course still have the live auction, but have a silent auction that goes for maybe like 2 or 3 days, and that gives people in different time zones plenty of time to go in and participate, as well as it gives a little bit more time for things to be noticed and for attention to get out there for particular items.
Yeah, we do have that as well. Simultaneously, we're working on a silent auction too, which you can add your NFT and then people press the bid button. This is something Tron's also working on. We're trying to make it more automated, so whoever's the highest bidder, the NFT automatically transfers to them, and it's done without anybody being involved. So the artist or the auction house or the person helping the artist can put up their NFT in a museum kind of style or the expo hall or someplace in the Ravencoin campus, and they'll have a button there. It'll say highest bidder, John. And then if you outbid John and then nobody else outbids you, the Ravencoin is collected, the NFT is sent to your account. So these are some things that we're trying to see, we're trying to make progress with, trying to make it work.
Any estimates on when the silent auction might be running?
Well, I mean, if you go to the expo hall, I'm not sure if anybody removed it there, but there is a demo version there for people to check it out. With there's a Mona Lisa, it says place your bid. There's also one in the, I believe it's in another room too. Yeah, actually, the expo hall has it. After we end this, after the podcast is over, feel free to go to the go to the expo hall, and you'll see a demo version that we're working on. Each time we make updates, you can see the latest progress there.
All right. So, Khalid, there is some people out there that feel that they can do a better auction and feel that they want to do it themselves. Is there any requirements for them to do it themselves, or are they free to come in here and just do their own auction, or are they restricted from that?
Well, as you know, Ravencoin Campus is an open platform run by volunteers. Expo Hall is one example where you can set up your booth. Just like there's several wallets on there, it can be several companies doing the same thing. So it's pretty much a platform for people to come together, come up with ideas. And the idea we had was this auction. And if somebody else wants to do, whether it's a silent auction or a live auction, we don't see anything stopping them.
Awesome. Love that. Okay, now the next question that was asked from a user was that, and for the moment it's a rumor because I don't know how true this is. And I'll ask you directly that that the team, the auction team, takes 30% off of every single auction.
Well, that's not really true because what we do is we donate. Like the last auction we had. For example, the Mona Lisa, we took 0%, right? We donated to the Ravencoin Foundation. So we do a mixture of different things. So like the Ravencoin trading cards, the last auction, all of them went straight to the Ravencoin Foundation. And most of the funds actually go to the artists themselves. And then some of it goes to the Ravencoin Foundation. And then we get a small percentage of that to continue running the to continue running the auction house. So I'm not sure exactly what it comes out to, but it definitely does not come out to 30% because some of the items or NFTs we give out 100% to the Ravencoin Foundation. But some NFTs, just for us to kind of keep this going, growing, market it. As you know, running this, it may seem outwardly simple, but it's very complex because we have to have a team in place. Believe it or not, it takes a whole week to prepare for that. So we prepare on starting on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then Friday is the big day. So it's anybody listening that thinks it's pretty easy to set up these auctions, it's actually very, very challenging. That's why we moved it to Thursday. One of the reasons was because of feedback. People wanted to get their NFTs right away, and then on Saturday everybody's like not there no more, so we can't give them the NFT or we can't get a hold of them. So we figured based on some feedback and Friday being a day people usually, are maybe hanging out or going out places, let's try Thursday. So when Friday comes around, we can distribute the NFTs, collect the funds, give it to the Ravencoin Foundation, give it to the artists, do everything on a Friday. Because on Saturday, we learned that it was harder to get hold of people. But now we're trying to accomplish everything within that Friday evening. So by the time Saturday rolls out, the artist has their funds, the Ravencoin Foundation has their funds, the winner gets their NFT. So that's why I made that video requesting users on their profile within Ravencoin Campus to add their Ravencoin address, right? That way we can send them their NFT or when they win. So if you guys go to your profile, you press the right arrow, it says profile. And then you can see it'll say like your name, your country, your date of birth. Your job, all that stuff, and you can put your Ravencoin address there too. So we're trying to work with what we have to make the process easier.
Awesome.
To make it, yeah.
So,
Are you guys interested? Are you guys interested in being a clearinghouse of any kind, where people have to send you the NFTs before they go to auction?
Yeah. What we do is we have them send the NFT to us, and then what we do is once the funds are collected, we send it to the artist, and then and we send the NFT to the winner. So we collect everything in the way it works, and also the way Ravencoin Foundation works. It's a nonprofit, so so based on certain nonprofit rules, an individual, from what I know, cannot specifically send them the funds because it has to come from like a company account. So that's why we collect the funds and then we send it to the Ravencoin Foundation. Just good for also for accounting purposes too. So we can, because I had a user who bought something and he said, "Hey, can I just donate directly to the Ravencoin Foundation?" And Tron said, send it to the auction house first, and then the auction house will distribute it to where it needs to go.
awesome. Whiskers, you do actually have a question pending in the NFT auction question subgroup in Ravencoin C3. So I'm going to let you ask that next. But there is one more question I'm going to ask, and this is from someone that is not part of the Ravencoin community and does not do blockchain. So this is the question. Is the NFT still valuable if the network is down?
Who's this question towards?
Towards you, Khalid. Would you happen to know?
Okay. Sorry. Okay, so is the NFT still good if the network is down? Is that what the question
Yes,
was?
sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, what do you mean by that? Can you kind of elaborate further?
Actually, it looked like Mike actually answered that. Mike, how did you translate?
Oh, it's a question on the chat board. Okay, I see.
Yes. So pretty much the question was, if the network goes dark, does the asset lose value? And specifically for Ravencoin, that's never happened. I would definitely imagine so. If Raven just stopped working and assets couldn't be moved, I mean, in my eyes, it would definitely be less valuable.
Yeah, I agree with your stance. So far, from what I've seen, it hasn't gone down. If it does, yeah, of course, yeah, it will be less valuable because the network is down. Just like a website, if it's down, it's less valuable.
Right.
But it just shows you how strong the Ravencoin network is. So that question sort of backfired because here we are. Ravencoin has never gone down. So those that are listening that have not tried out Ravencoin, I highly recommend it, especially if you're not a developer, especially if you're not a coder, because the Raven Qt wallet is so easy to use. You download the wallet, you have to burn 500 Raven, and you create your main asset. From there, you can create your sub assets, your NFTs, anything and everything else that's available there in the Qt wallet. It's so easy. It's so easy to do. You create a title, and if you want to attach an image, you can easily do that. And some people have some really amazing pieces of artwork that they've been able to create. All right. So Whiskers.
Khalid, sorry.
Yeah, I was just wondering about how many NFTs are you having to go through every week for the auction, and are you giving priority to the Raven-related NFTs? Are there any?
Oh no, we don't. How many NFTs? We're trying to have the auction within 1 hour. So usually we can fit about 15 NFTs per week. So that's the number we go for, 15 NFTs. Sometimes we get submissions like 20, 30. If one user submits us like 5 NFTs, we ask them, can you pick your favorite one, the one you like the best? And then we kind of go with that. So depending on how many submissions we get, we don't really pick and choose. We just make sure it's not, it's because the auction is designed to be family friendly. So if we get like a NFT submitted to us as gory, violent, nudity, and all that, we reject it because we want this to be like a gathering where people can because I know some families that actually watch it on YouTube, and also people that attend, they come with their family, they see it. So we just make sure it's a family-friendly material, art, something that goes along those lines, and then we auction it off.
Yeah, that's really cool that it's like an all ages thing where people can come with their family who maybe don't necessarily live close to them. You can all come together digitally in this world and experience something that not many people do. Troy is like, he's really good at his job. I've never in person heard anyone do what Troy does. And like now virtually I have, and it's pretty great.
Yeah, exactly. It's great. All right. There was another question, and I forgot it. Ah, man. Jake, Whiskers, CD, Mike, any more questions in regards to the Ravencoin NFT? Actually, that's what it was. I remember. So, in regards to creating NFTs, some people are very new to the Ravencoin and blockchain and NFTs, but obviously NFTs are the big craze right now. People want to get into it, but they don't know how to create their own NFTs. Are you holding any classes to teach people how to create NFTs, or do you have anyone? And I have personally came to Braveland actually yesterday and seen another person helping out some new people create their own NFTs. So that was pretty cool. But are you planning on holding any classes, or do you know anyone else out there is trying to help out people create their own NFTs?
Yeah, actually, that's a good question. Every Monday at 4 p.m. Pacific time, we have a free NFT workshop. Anybody can join. It's at the Braveland conference hall. We had one just an hour ago. It's free. It's recurring. So if you missed the first one, you can come next Monday, where I show people how to make an NFT, how to make an asset, sub-asset, just kind of show them how everything works to get a general idea. That way they can make their own. Or if they don't have an asset, we have an asset already for them. They can create it on our asset. So we're trying to make it easy for them because, as you know, to create an NFT, you have to first have 500 Ravencoin for the asset. 500 Ravencoin in today's dollar value is about $100, and then the NFT is $1, which is 5 Ravencoin in today's dollar value. So it's about $100 to make an NFT. So for people experimenting, learning, want to know how it works, we have some assets which we use for test purposes, just to show people how to do it, and they can use that if they wish. We say submit your design, submit your NFT, and we kind of walk them through the steps. So again, every Monday, 4 p.m. Pacific time, Braveland Conference Hall, and then you can attend the class.
Yeah, and don't forget, to all the viewers and listeners, Ravencoin is a proof of work blockchain, so you can actually mine it. You can use your computer, you can use multiple GPUs. Some people have gigantic rigs that just are dedicated to mining Ravencoin, and they create assets out of that. So that's amazing. So it's not an ICO. It's every single one of these coins has been mined from the beginning to now. So with that said, actually there's one more thing in regards to NFT auction questions, Khalid. If somebody has not received their NFT, who do they contact?
Yeah, if you have not received your NFT, we have an email address. You can contact us. If you go to, you should have received a auction email confirmation from us. Just respond to that same email. If you still have not received it, or if you don't have our contact information, I will post it here, and you can post it on your site there. Let me actually type it out here. It'll be stibits@zaytech.com. I will post it here. It will also it's also posted to my Twitter profile. It says, if you have any questions or if you need any assistance, to send us an email. Actually, that was a typo. Let me type that again. Okay, I send it here as well. But yeah, look at my Twitter profile. Go to our website. We're one of the few blockchain apps out there that has an actual phone number you can call. So you can call us. So don't be shy. Call us. Email us. We're always here to help you.
Awesome. All right. Anyone else has any more questions for Khalid in regards to Braveland? I always forget how to say the wallet name. Stibits?
Stibits, yeah.
Stibits.
Yeah.
Stibits.
The
Stibits
name,
wallet.
yeah, the name. Yeah. So just to give you a story of how the name evolved or came about, me and my co-founder were at the Computer History Museum in the Bay Area, in Mountain View, California. Anybody here heard about the Computer History Museum?
No.
Nope.
Nope.
I was
I'm
there
definitely
when they
gonna
were
go
building
now.
it.
Yeah, well,
I was-
right now they're closed, obviously because of the COVID. But it's a great
Right.
place. Has a real good history to it. We were just walking around, just admiring all the technology, the computers, and then we came across somebody's name called George Stibits, and then we looked him up. We never really heard of him before, and then we just found out that he was. He had a huge role in the technology. If you look him up on the internet, it tells you that George Stibits, he was born in 1904. He's recognized as one of the fathers of the modern digital computer. So with that being said, we just kind of saw that as a really cool, his background, and then we called the app called Stibits. That's how we came up with the name Stibits app based on his profile. Just like how Tesla came out with Nicholas what's his first name? Nicholas Tesla.
Yeah.
Can you guys
Nikola.
correct me? Yeah. This is how we came up with this name, Stibits.
Nice. All right. So with that said, Khalid, we're going to go ahead and wrap it up now. Unless anyone has any more questions. Going once. Going twice. Sold to the highest bidder, Khalid. Thank you for being on the podcast. Thanks, Mike. Thank you, CDTrader, Jake, and Whiskers. We did have M. M just stepped out just right now, but thank you all for being on the podcast. And for all the listeners, let me go ahead and switch this over. For all the listeners, thank you for being on, listening to the podcast, watching the live stream. With that said, stack, sats, and HODL.